Stunning details emerging on the missing Malaysia Airlines flight at this hour, when investigators now say steered the plane off course. And bullets flying. Authorities trade fire with a barricaded gunman. How the violent incident impacted a nearby high school. And meth, a danger that continues to grip Kern County communities. What strategy the county has come up with to combat the drug.
The Eyewitness News 7 at 11 on KBAK starts now.
Breaking news tonight, investigators now say that missing Malaysia Airlines plane was hijacked. A Malaysian government official says one of more people with flying experience hijacked the jet, switched off communication devices, and steered it off course. Officials say it is not clear where the Boeing 777 plane was taken. No motive established. The plane was originally missing last Friday with 239 people aboard, including 3 Americans. A high-speed chase leads to shots fired and a SWAT standoff for hours in southwest Bakersfield tonight. The armed suspect barricaded himself in a garage, forcing the evacuation of nearby homes and West High School.
Our officers contained him. The Bakersfield police officers contained him in that garage area, began ordering him to come out. He refused to come out, making statements that he was going to go down in a blaze of glory.
Eventually, the suspect was shot by officers but survived. Eyewitness News reporter Mike Deneau has details on how the chaotic scene played out later in the newscast. Police looking for a suspect involved in an armed robbery in East Bakersfield. Take a look. They say this man pulled a gun on a clerk inside the Stop and Shop market on East Brundage Lane back on March 2nd. Police say the robber took money, liquor, and cigarettes before bolting out of the store in broad daylight. If you have any information, call police. Delano police arresting a suspect accused of shooting a student walking home from school. Police arrested 18-year-old Javier Valdez Jr. yesterday in Tulare County. He's charged with opening fire on a 16-year-old student last November while the victim was walking home from North Kern Community School. The teen, shot in the arm and stomach, has since recovered. Valdez faces charges of assault with a firearm and gang involvement. Police and protesters coming to blows at City College of San Francisco yesterday. Demonstrators want policies, they say, discriminate against undocumented and poor students reversed, and they're demanding a special trustee step down. Campus police decided to block them when one of the officers suddenly lunged at protesters, swinging his baton.
He was just whacking people down the line, just going down, and then once he got that far into like more of the inner crowd, he was pushing people by the throat.
Officers say they were just trying to contain rowdy demonstrators who were disregarding their orders. Firefighters nearly putting out a brush fire on top of the Grapevine near Gorman. The fire started around 1:30 this afternoon just south of Highway 138, growing to 150 acres. The flames led to the closure of Highway 138 for a brief time, threatening some homes in the area. Crews fighting strong winds throughout the day as they battle the blaze from the air. They will be working to mop up the scene overnight. Friends of the 21-year-old driver accused of plowing through a music festival in Texas apologizing to the victims. Police say Rashad Owens was drunk when he hit and killed 2 people and injured dozens of others yesterday. Owens was in Austin to perform at the festival with his rap group SMG.
On behalf of SMG and on behalf of us, we're sorry. And for those the 23 that's injured, we're sorry.
Suspect's friends claim he got scared after noticing police following him. He's facing 2 counts of murder, 23 counts of aggravated assault by a vehicle. A father from the Sacramento area behind bars accused of biting the news of his 1-month-old son. Fairfield police say Joshua Cooper committed the crime because he says he was frustrated with the infant crying. The child was hospitalized where he was treated for a skull fracture, a brain hemorrhage, and a partially severed nose. The 18-year-old father charged with cruelty and aggravated mayhem. Hip-hop singer Chris Brown taken from a court-ordered drug rehab facility, arrested now on a warrant related to his 2009 conviction for assaulting ex-girlfriend Rihanna. The judge in the case ordering Brown to live in the rehab facility for 90 days to get anger management therapy, that is, but authorities say the arrest warrant was issued for a probation violation. Brown also facing misdemeanor charges in Washington. One of the U.S. Army's most wanted fugitives captured more than 3 decades after he escaped custody. Authorities arresting this man, 59-year-old James Robert Jones, outside his job in Florida. He was sentenced to 23 years in prison for killing a fellow Army private in 1974. He escaped the prison facility in 1977. Authorities finally caught Jones after matching his prison photo to a driver's license.
the facial recognition database developed a positive match that Mr. Jones was actually using a fraudulent Florida driver's license and an identity of another person.
Jones will be extradited to Kansas, could face additional charges. British Petroleum will be allowed back into the Gulf of Mexico to seek oil. This comes 4 years after the Deepwater Horizon rig explosion that killed 11 rig workers and spilled millions of gallons of oil into the Gulf. BP will be allowed to bid for new leases starting next week. Oil analysts say this agreement with the EPA is an important step for BP's recovery. Environmental groups are against the decision. A natural gas pipeline explodes in Nebraska today. Firefighters say the blast shot flames up to 60 feet in the air. The original fire caused a second fire to erupt at a line across the road. Fortunately, no one was hurt. It's unclear what caused the pipeline to explode. The company that owns the line says it can take up to a few weeks to know the cause. Harry Potter fans who always wanted to know how the game of Quidditch came to be are in luck. The book's author, J.K. Rowling, posting the first part of the history of the Quidditch World Cup on pottermore.com. It's available only to those subscribed to the website. The document details the history of the game played by witches and wizards on broomsticks. The second part expected to be released next week. Miles?
And to enjoy A+ on the Museometer weather, you got to be in Kern County tomorrow. Right now it's lovely. Currently 61 degrees with low humidity and very good air quality at 15. It's lovely outside. The moon, have you seen the moon? It's beautiful out there. Temperatures now ranging from 57 in Taft and 58 in McFarland to about 63 degrees in downtown Bakersfield. We got 50s in the mountains, 40 degrees in Pine Mountain. Well, that's actually up a degree from last hour. And temperatures are in the upper 50s, low 60s here in the valley, still 73 in Santa Barbara. Skies are clear outside, and just step outside and you will enjoy it. Overnight lows will drop to about 49 degrees first thing on Saturday morning. We'll be up into the 70s tomorrow by noon, and a nice night tonight in the mountains, up to 66 by noon tomorrow. Kurt?
Thank you, Miles. NCAA basketball play of the day. Atlantic 10 clash. St. Louis, St. Bonaventure. Seconds left in the game. Tied at 68. St. Bonaventure's Jordan Gathers shoots up and drains the clutch three at the buzzer to lift his team to the major upset victory. Check it out again as Gathers steps up to nail the shot. No time left on the clock and gets pummeled by his teammates at midcourt. The Bonnies win it in a thriller over the Billikens, 71-68 to keep their season alive. Greg Kerr has Cal State Bakersfield. Tournament highlights still to come. A chase leads to shots fired and a suspect barricaded in a local garage. How a southwest Bakersfield neighborhood put on high alert. And a woman accused of killing 2 teens in a DUI crash is set free. How she was able to be released early from behind bars.